Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, I did a highly requested look by you guys, and it is kind of like a matte eye look, and I paired it with like a nude matte lip. I don't know how to really explain it. You guys wanted to see this look. I wore this look in my recent Kylie Jenner Kylighter review, which I will leave the video down in the description box so you guys can go see my honest review on the highlighters that she just launched. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that commented on that video. I never thought that I would get as many views as I got, and also comments that I got. Everyone's comments were so nice, and like I would laugh at certain things that some of you guys would say, and I'm just like, wow, like I'm just so honored that people would get out of their way and kind of like stop or pause their daily routine just to comment the nice things that you guys said on my video. So I just want to say thank you genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Like, you guys mean so much to me, and to just have all that positivity into a video, like it just made me so happy. Before I posted that video, I was going through kind of like a funk, and it wasn't the type of funk that, you know, I wasn't like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna be noticed. It wasn't kind of like that kind of funk, because no matter what, I knew that I would attract the right kind of subscribers to my channel. But I was going through more of like a creative funk, and I was just like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to film, and that's why I stopped filming as much as I was filming before, because I just didn't know what to do. And I just want to thank all of you that decided to leave comments on my recent video and requested for looks, and you know, kind of put out there what you guys wanted to see from me, and that inspired me so much. And I'm just so happy that I attracted these amazing subscribers. Like, you guys are absolutely perfect, like perfect. If there was any subscribers that I would ever want to attract to my channel, you guys are literally it. So I just want to say thank you so much before this tutorial starts. And if you're like, girl, I don't care, bye, I just want to watch this video, then I'll definitely leave somewhere around here what time the tutorial starts. But I just wanted to take a little moment and thank you guys so much for all the positivity and for subscribing to my channel. It means a lot. So anyways, guys, if you guys are interested in this look, then please keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get this tutorial started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hair back, because I have mad baby hairs. Hold on. Like, I'm like moving my hair and I'm like looking at those candles. I'm like, I don't want my hair, you know, to catch on fire. I'm just gonna move them. I don't know why, but putting on this headband, it makes me seem like I'm like a little innocent girl. But I'm not. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I already moisturized my face and everything like that. I didn't put any primer or anything, because the foundation that I'm going to be using today, I don't know why, I just don't like using it with primer. I don't know why. I just don't. So the foundation that I'm going to be using is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick, and I have the color 173 or Y445. And I just want to say something about this foundation. So this literally was my favorite foundation for the whole summer. Like, I have nothing left, and it got a little busted and it got like just destroyed, because honestly I wouldn't be able to tell you why. It just, one day I opened up my vanity drawer and it was messed up like this, so I don't know what happened. As you can tell, like, it got a lot of love in the summertime. This was my go-to summer foundation. So when I wanted to record that video, I was just like, oh, I haven't used this foundation in a really long time, so let me just go ahead and use it. So I'm gonna be using it today. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the foundation, and I just like to do a few stripes on my face, a little bit on my forehead, tiny bit on my chin. I just like to go like this. This is a full coverage foundation, and to be honest with you, my opinion, it's like one of the best foundations for super dry skin. Like, it is super moisturizing, and it is very full coverage. So I'm just gonna take a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend everything out. If you want to go ahead and add another layer, you know, a few more stripes, you can go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to add like one. What am I feeling? I'm just going to like dab it like this in this area a little bit, and I'm good. And I'm just going to blend these areas where I just wanted a little bit more coverage. I'm going to blend it with a beauty blender. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. The color that I have is the color Tan. So I'm just going to highlight under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. And again, I'm going to blend all of this out with a damp beauty blender. I'm also going to take a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm just going to put 2 little dots on my eyes to prime my eyes a little bit. And I'm just going to blend them in with my fingers. Okay guys, so today I'm going to bake and I wanted to introduce another powder, one of my favorite powders besides my Laura Mercier powder. I wanted to introduce to you guys this Sasha Buttercup setting powder. It looks like this. It is such a good powder. Before I got my Laura Mercier, even when I got it, I used to always like mix this powder and mix my Laura Mercier translucent powder together to get like a perfect shade, because this is like kind of like a banana shade and it's also woman of color friendly, which I absolutely love. So if you have like any fears of any flashback, or you're like, I don't know if I trust that girl Laura Mercier, I don't know if I want that, then definitely take a look at the Sasha Buttercup setting powder. I love it also because it's like a yellow toned powder, which gives my eyes like a very bright under eye, and I love it. It is super finely milled, so you don't have to worry about it creasing on you or looking cakey under your eyes. And take it from me, like, I'm a dry skin girl, so when I'm telling you this powder is A1, it's A1 guys. So definitely take a look at it and definitely try it. So I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to dip it in the powder like this. And I'm just going to bake underneath the areas that I highlighted with the concealer. I'm also going to bake my smile lines because you guys know that my smile lines like to creep and I don't like them to creep out. You stay on your side. Also, I will say about this foundation, if you have oily skin, I would definitely take a setting powder and set your face with this foundation because it is very moisturizing. Like, I cannot stress that enough, guys. I cannot stress it enough. It is beautiful. It takes beautiful picture, looks amazing on camera, but I'm keeping it a buck with you guys. It is very moisturizing, and I have dry skin, and sometimes like in this areas right here, I definitely have to hit it with a little bit more powder because sometimes the foundation moves around a little bit. I don't like that, but besides that, I think the foundation is amazing for dry skin. With the same setting powder that we used to bake, I'm going to use a Sigma F35 tapered brush. And I'm just going to put this powder on my eyelids just so that the eyeshadow that we use can blend nice and seamlessly and we don't have any trouble with like any patchiness or anything like that with the eyeshadow. So while this sets and we bake, I'm looking really crazy right now, but that's okay. The palette that I used for my eyes for that video, it was the Modern Renaissance palette. So I used the brush that came with the palette and I used the fluffy end, I used the end that's like a crease brush. So the colors that I used, I started off with burnt orange and I took a little bit of raw sienna and I just applied it on my crease as my transition shade, like this. Okay, so the next shade that I used in this palette was Red Ochre. I took a little bit, like I literally like dabbed like that, very little, into the palette like this, and I tapped some of the excess off. And what I did with that is I put it underneath that burnt orange and raw sienna shade because I wanted to warm up the eye a little bit, but I didn't want the red to be like an, you know, like a standout color. I just wanted to warm up the crease a tad bit. I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna blend all of this like that and kind of blow out that red shade a little bit more, like into that raw sienna and burnt orange shade. So I was like, I kind of want to warm up my eye a little bit. When I was doing this look, I was like, just a little, you know, just a little bit of a zhuzh at the end, you know. So I use like this chocolatey shade called Cyprus Umber, and I dipped my brush very lightly into it. And I focused it on the outer V I put the most pressure on the outer V like this, and then I kind of just sweeped whatever was left over, and I kind of sweeped it back and forth in this windshield wiper motion. So I wanted to keep my eyelids matte that day. I was like, I don't know if I want to do a shimmer. I just was like, let me just be creative and use a color that I've honestly never used in this palette. And the color that I've never used is this golden ochre color right here. And I used a Zoeva 234 brush. I took a little bit of that color, and you just have to be careful because there is a lot of kickback, as you can see. So I had to tap a lot of the excess off. And I just pressed it on my lid like this, and I kind of did like a half cut crease with it. I didn't go all the way, as you can see. So again, I'm going to use the brush that comes with the palette, and I'm just going to take a little bit of burnt orange, and I'm going to apply it between that golden shade and all the other shades that we used, just so I can blend it in and there's like no harsh lines or anything. So I'm going to be using my favorite, guys, my Ride or Die brush, my Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush, and I'm just going to sweep away all of this powder that we were baking with, and I'm also going to take all of this powder that I was baking my smile lines with as well. Okay, so for this look, I did a wing liner, and the wing liner that I used was this NYX Collection Noir. I feel so fancy when I say that word. And what I like to do with my eyeliner is I like to start in the middle first, and I like to use very, very small strokes because I'm not a ninja. I can't just like do a little motion. And then I like to flick it out at the end, and I like to connect all of it together, and then I like to fill in the spaces. So I'm going to be applying some falsies today, and before I do that, I wanted to put some mascara on, and the mascara that I'm going to be using today is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. I'm just going to quickly apply this on my top lashes. I'm also going to tight line my waterline, and the pencil that I'm going to be using is the Wet n Wild Baby Got Black pencil, and I'm just going to tight line my eyes like this so that our eyelashes can blend and there's like no like weird gap between our lashes and the falsies. Alright guys, so the falsies that I'm going to be wearing today are the Coco Lashes Amore falsies, and they look like this. Okay. Stay in your lane, stay in place, stay in place. I absolutely love these lashes, and I think in my opinion they're pretty affordable. They're like $6 to $7, but I used eyelash was poking my eye. But I literally use these lashes like so many times. Like I can get 5 to 10 uses out of them, and you're probably like, what the hell? But these are very, very good, and they're super comfortable too. So the lash glue that I'm going to be using on my falsies is going to be the Duo Eyelash Adhesive, and it is in the clear white color. I'm just going to apply a little bit on my falsies, and just be careful when you squeeze this too because a lot likes to come out all at once. And it's like such a waste of product, and it just gets me so mad. So I just like to put a little bit like this. And to apply my lashes, I like to use these tweezers from Tweezerman. And I love this tweezer, and I got the mini version because it's like $13. These are so expensive, and the longer version is like $25, and I was not gonna pay $25 for like an extra 2 inches of metal, so I use it with this. They also have like other shaped tweezers that are literally made for applying falsies, which I really want to buy a pair. So if you guys know of a really good pair, please let me know in the comment box below so that I can maybe purchase it and use it. But for right now, I'm using these tweezers. I like to just like go like this to the glue. Just wait for the glue to get semi-clear, not fully clear, just a little tacky. And I just like to apply them like this in the middle first, and then I like to just drop off the ends at their destination. Alright, so while I let the glue dry on my lashes, I'm going to just warm up my face right now. I'm looking a little ghostly and a little one dimension. So I'm just going to use the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion bronzer. It looks like this. It's one of my favorite bronzers. And I'm going to use the Zoeva 127 brush. This brush I'm going to apply it to my cheeks like this to warm up the face a little bit. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead. Nothing too much, because if you know, I don't like to put too much makeup on my forehead because my forehead is just too dry, and then I get like dry patches and I really don't like that. And we cannot forget about all these chins. So I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer on my chins. I like this. For this look, I also used my Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I used both shades. So I'm just going to use the same brush. I dipped it in a little bit because I wanted to give my face like a subtle contour, but I didn't want to like chisel my face, you know? So I just went like this to this point right here just to warm up my face and just give it a little bit of a contour. My best friend brought me some empanadas, and now I'm like all burpy, but it's okay because they were so good. I told her, I'm like, girl, you messed up because now I'm going to be asking you to make me those empanadas all the time. So now I'm a little gassy. I know it's a little information, but... So I'm going to be using the banana shade in this palette. It looks like this, and I'm going to use my tapered F35 brush. And the reason why I'm using this shade is because I like to just focus it right here on this outer portion of my eye, because it just gives me like a more like of a brightening effect, and I really like a bright under eye. I'm also going to take some of the same L'Oreal Telescopic mascara in Carbon Black, and I'm going to apply it on my bottom lashes. I know I got like a little bit of mascara down here on my eye, but I'm just going to wait until that dries and I'll just like flick it off. And just to blend in the band with my falsies, I'm going to use the same eyeliner, and I'm just going to put it over the band just to blend everything in. Okay guys, so for this look, I also used the new Kylie Kylighter, like this. And I'm going to apply it with a Morphe 310 brush. I really do like this highlighter. I love the way that it applies on my skin tone and on my cheeks and with my skin type. But one thing that I don't like about it, and I would suggest, is definitely don't wear white pants or any nice pants, because the fallout on this product is ridiculous, and that's one thing that I really don't like. Okay, so I'm going to apply this on my cheeks with my fan brush like this. And I'm going to apply some on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose as well. Just gonna blend it in with the brush. So for the cheeks, I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Powder Blush in 02 Rose Dior. And with that, I'm going to use the brush, a blush brush by Real Techniques. And I'm going to apply this blush between the highlighter and the bronzer so that everything blends in. And so we don't have a streak of highlight, because, I don't know, I just don't like the way that looks. So I just like to blend everything in and put the blush in the middle of the two. Okay, so to complete this look, I'm going to be using the Amore Matte Lip Cream by Milani in the shade 10 Adorable. I think that out of everything that I wore in that video, everyone wanted to know what lip color I was wearing, so you guys highly requested. One thing that I will say about this Amore Matte Lip Cream, and this shade in particular, I have other shades and I love the formulation. I love the formula. I love the way that it smells. Everything, it smells like vanilla cupcake. It smells so good, and I'm obsessed with the smell of it. But with this color, in that video, I had to constantly like reapply because it started like cracking a little bit, and also like it started giving me like this like white line, like butthole lips. I don't even know how to explain it. So definitely keep that in mind if you're thinking about purchasing this color. Could have been also that I had like foundation on my lips before I applied this, or because I didn't have like my normal chapstick or something. I don't know what it was. I'm just giving you guys a heads up if you're planning on buying it. And I paired that liquid lipstick with this NYX Nutmeg pencil. I paired these two together. So I'm going to apply both of them to complete the look. Alright guys, so this completes the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And just to give you guys an update on this liquid lipstick, it's not crusting up, like cracking up on me or causing any lines or anything like that. I think it definitely had to do with the fact that I had like foundation on my lips, and I guess whatever formulation was going on there kind of caused the liquid lipstick to separate. I actually really love this color. I love this little combination that I created. But anyways guys, if you guys really enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome guys, welcome to the family. I just gave you guys a little hug, but I hugged myself, but that's okay. And I hope that you guys really enjoyed, and I just want to thank you guys so much for everything, for the support, and thank you so much for watching.